Not like this.
Let's just face it, this year has been painful.
So much pain! So much pain!
Yo, what's up, world? Welcome back to the channel. APWSPORTS signing in. And yet again, for the 8th consecutive week of Bears football, I am coming to you guys with a reaction after yet another Bears loss. This one at home, big in the frigid cold to the Buffalo Bills. 35-13. The score may seem far apart. The game was a little bit closer than that. But at the end of the day, the Bears' efforts come up short and they fall to 3-12 on the year and they lose big. It's just so painful to deal with, so painful to watch. As a diehard Bears fan, I hate it. I know it's a rebuilding year, but I absolutely hate the fact that we can't win football games. But other than that, I have a lot to talk about with this ball game. The Bills beat the Bears. I have a lot to talk about, so let's just leave this video a like as it continues to help this channel to grow and it beats the YouTube algorithm. And if you are not subbed, go ahead and click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're not miss any of the videos that I post. Let's just get into this game. Without further ado, let's dive into it.
That is blasphemous. That is blasphemous.
Where do I start with this game? The Bears started off this game very good, opening drive, touchdown, and they were really playing some really good football in the first half, keeping the game close. Stefon Diggs didn't really do too much in the first half. Josh Allen wasn't himself in the first half. The Bills running game did do a little bit in the first half as well. It's just the Bears, I've always gave them credit for this all season long, and I'm going to continue to give this team credit. They play extremely hard despite all of the injuries on offense, despite all the departures and the injuries on defense. This team continues to fight. I mean, this team really continues to fight. But at the end of the day, like I said in my preview video, I just believe at some point in this football game, the Bills' talent will eventually take over. The Bills being a more talented football team than the Bears, the Bills being the Super Bowl contender that they are, I just really felt at some point in this ball game, that talent was going to take over. And that talent took over in the second half. It really took over in the beginning of that second half where they just pushed the ball down the field for a touchdown. So at the end of the day, the Bears, I love their fight and I love their effort. It was just the Bills have way too much talent. Josh Allen, if you really look at the numbers, 15 for 26, 172 yards, 2 touchdowns, but yet 2 interceptions. And that was one thing that the Bears were going to have to do in order to keep themselves in this ball game, was take the football away. And we all know Josh Allen, as much as I am a fan of him personally, and as good as he is, he has a tendency to turn the football over. And he did that with the first interception to Khalil Gordon, throwing in double coverage. If you didn't see Khalil Gordon made a very good play on the football. And the second interception, it looks like he just threw it right to Nicholas Morrow. So at the end of the day, the Bears did that part of taking the football away from Josh Allen. That was one of the keys that they were going to have to really be successful at in order to even keep themselves in this ball game. They did that. Another thing is they would have to really slow down the passing game, and they did that, even though the frigid temperatures, I think, played a bigger part in it than what the Bears defense did. They had some plays where they had some coverage on them, but Josh Allen's talent and his ability to push the ball down the field, it did really show themselves a little bit, especially later on in the ball game when it was kind of, I want to say the game was kind of away. So the Bears did turn the football over with a fumble with David Montgomery and a late interception by Nathan Peterman. I really don't want to count that, even though it technically counts. But Justin Fields, one thing that we had to see is him running the football, and I will give the Bills defense credit. They did a phenomenal job of keeping Justin Fields wrapped up, with him only having 7 carries for 11 yards. Now, some of that was they didn't do a lot of those quarterback powers, the design runs. A lot of that was not in the offense. And passing the ball, Justin Fields wasn't the best. But like I said, the temperatures and the conditions made it a little bit more difficult for each quarterback to throw the ball, as Fields went 15 for 23, 119 yards, and that early touchdown to Dante Patterson on the first drive of the game. So the biggest difference between the Bears keeping it close and the Bills pulling away late was the run defense for the Bears was non-existent, especially late. Both Devin Singletary and James Cook both for touchdowns. Singletary with 12 carries for 106 yards, touchdown, and 8.8 yards a carry. James Cook, 11 carries, 99 yards, touchdown, 9 yards a carry.
That is blasphemous. That is blasphemous.
You're not going to win any football games giving two very solid running backs over 8 yards a carry. You're not going to win those football games.
Tinkleberg.
And that is proof of why the Bears front four has been really bad all season. The Bears haven't really been great against the pass, especially pass rush. And they really didn't get to Josh Allen, and he had all day to throw the football. And the running game was the Bills' best weapon today, and the Bears could not stop the running game for the Bills at all. So it was a little bit of a defensive struggle, especially in that first half. I just think the Bills' talent took over. They made their necessary adjustments in this ball game, and it really prevailed them to a big win for them. They clinched the AFC East for the 3rd consecutive season. Congratulations to the Buffalo Bills on that accomplishment. And for the Bears fans that really wanted the Bears to have the number 2 overall pick, it's safe. It's safe. The Bears are safe at number 2 overall. And I've always said on this channel, I am not a guy that really cares where the Bears pick. High draft pick, cool. I don't care. I'm one person that I'm a competitor. I don't care who the Bears step on the field with. I want them to win. Now, did I pick them to win? Did I expect them to win? Not even a little bit. But I'm not one that likes the phrase tanking or giving the season away, even though that's kind of clearly what the Bears are doing. And it really showed a bit in this game as well, is that they're tanking, but I just don't like that. I don't like it at all. I'm a competitor. Anytime I step on the field, I want to win. The Bears haven't done so, and it's been 3 full months. 3 full months since the Bears have won a football game. And with the way this team is playing, and with the injuries, and the way this roster is shaped up, they might not win another football game this season. As painful as that is to say, you have to just come to grips with reality. They might not win another single football game this season. Now, they have Detroit and they have Minnesota left on the schedule, but I just don't see the Bears winning any of those ball games. But hey, that's just where this Bears team is now. We're going up against the juggernaut of an offense, and the juggernaut of that Bills offense really, really started to show themselves late, as the Bears just didn't have enough to keep up. They gave valiant effort. They gave great effort, and that is one thing that you can say about Matt Eberflus and this culture. This team is going to fight. This team is going to play extremely hard. They're going to hang around in ball games. It's just when they're playing more talented teams, last week Philly, this week Buffalo, those talented teams are going to take over this Bears team and eventually is going to win those teams those ball games. It's just this Bears roster right now, it's not there offensively or defensively. We did see a little bonus from Velus Jones in a kickoff return game. So I think that's something that we can build on. We can build on the effort. We can build on the fact that Justin Fields has not been turning the football over, and that is something that is a really positive sign, especially when you're playing up against a very good Buffalo Bills defense. So at the end of the day, the Bears might have lost this game. I don't think it's too much positive you could take away. The conditions gave that, and the team that they were playing against gave that. It's just this Bears team is a hard watch for all of us. It is a hard watch. It was close early, and it's just talented took over. Justin Fields, it didn't look like he was himself, especially it didn't look like the Bears really called the running game, the quarterback running game for him. And I thought they would have a little bit more, especially with the temperatures and especially with the injuries to the wide receiver position. I just felt that they probably would have called more of their quarterback run game. And Khalil Herbert being back does help. Montgomery. And it's just that this Buffalo Bills front really keyed on Justin Fields, and he give them the credit. They played their butts off containing Justin Fields from those explosive plays that we've been seeing from him the past couple of weeks. And I will give the Buffalo Bills offense their credit. They made the adjustments coming out of the second half to really overtake this game late, and the Bears just didn't have enough fight. They just didn't have enough bodies or effort or whatever you can say to really keep that game closer and really try to pull off the upset against a Super Bowl contending Buffalo Bills team. They slowed Josh Allen, but they couldn't slow the running game of the Bills, and the results are what they are. 35-13, Buffalo Bills win this game. I don't have too much more to say about this game. We kind of expected the Bills to do this to the Bears, so I'm not really disappointed, even though we did lose. I mean, it is what it is. We got to face the facts. Bears suck. But that is all I have to say. Make sure you guys leave this video a like as it continues and helps this channel to grow. Comment you guys' thoughts on this Bears game down below. And as always, if you're not sub, click the sub button and notification bell so you will not miss any of the videos that I post. But before I leave, happy holidays to you guys, as I am recording this today, and the day of this recording is Christmas Eve. So happy holidays to you and your families. Make sure you guys stay safe out there. Have a great and excellent day. APW Sports signing out. You guys, this is tough. Bear down. Peace.
Game over.